story time. Okay, story time. It's supposed to be really short, these things, so I'm gonna get right into it. Okay, the other day, it's really funny, it cracks me up. I'm sleeping, right, and I'm doing a thing called cowboy camping. And that's essentially, you don't set up your tent, you just put your ground sheet down, you put your sleeping pad on it, and then you put your sleeping bag on top of it, and you go to bed underneath the stars. It's great. It's really good if you're too lazy to put up your tent, which is irrelevant for me because my tent doesn't have a floor anyway, so bugs and insects can get in there. So I pretty much cowboy camp all the time. But and also I sleep with my pack underneath my feet because, you know, supposedly raising your feet when you're sleeping is good for like decreasing inflammation or whatever. Stop doing that though after this story. So no longer do that. And I also used to take all the snacks that I was gonna eat for the next day out and load them into my pockets so it's ready to go tomorrow morning. And like, as you can see, I have shoulder strap pockets like this, and I put snacks in them, like the picky bars that I eat, you know, energy bars and other types of yummy snacks in there, so they're easily accessible, so I don't have to stop and take out my whole food bag. I could just, you know, grab it and eat it. Okay, that's the background. So a few nights ago, I'm laying there, and when you're sleeping in the wilderness, every little noise just freaks you out. And so every noise, you know, I hear these noises, right, this night, and I shoot out of my sleeping bag and I'm like, okay, what is this? And I look around, nothing. Go back to bed. Happens a few more times, and finally I'm like, okay, I gotta grab my flashlight. And you grab your flashlight and you point it, hoping that it's nothing. And I point it about 5 feet left of my head, and staring right at me is this mouse. And the mice out in the wilderness are not like garage mice where they're scared of you. These mice will run all over you while you're sleeping. They don't care. They don't care about humans. They'll do whatever they want. And this mouse is fat. It's a fat mouse with a super long tail. And it's just staring at my soul. And in its mouth, by the wrapper, so it's the bar is still in there, is a picky bar, like the exact one that's in my pocket. And it just minds what it's doing, even though I'm shining light on it, and it's dragging the piggy bar backwards. It's like backstepping, like, but it's really heavy for it, so like it has to take breaks, and that's the noise I was hearing. And it got it all the way out from underneath my feet, all the way to 5 feet from my head, and it chewed a hole. I don't know if you can see it. There was a hole. It chewed a hole right through the pocket, tore that sucker out of there, and dragged it over there. And it just cracked me up. I wish I would have taken a picture of it. This mouse was awesome. And it just shows you that piggy bars are not just good for us, but for mice too. All right, that's my story. Peace and love.